Among muscle cars, Chevrolet's Camaro has long been a well-known choice for enthusiasts seeking a fast-powered coupe or convertible with power that will make your jaw drop. Whether you're looking for a pleasant Sunday cruiser or seeking lots of thrill and fun, the Chevrolet Camaro should definitely be put on your list. So let's go ahead and check out and take a closer look at this 2017 Chevrolet Camaro SS. Now, the Camaro is one of Chevrolet's most well-known vehicles, having a very long history, and for 2017 this actually marks the 50th year anniversary for this vehicle, and with that comes the 50th anniversary edition. There's also a new 1LE package that adds performance enhancing elements to create an even more capable road and track going sports car. And then the ZL1 model, it packs under a 650 horsepower V8 engine. Yes, that's right, 650 horsepower V8. Now, our trim of the Camaro we have here is the SS model, and it comes equipped with a 6.2 liter V8 engine. And here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. You have your lock, unlock, your remote engine start to release your trunk, and then your panic alarm as well. And this generation of the Camaro just debuted last year. And as far as styling goes for the vehicle, it's actually my favorite out of the three muscle cars available. It has this angry catfish type look to it that I just love, and it's very mean and very aggressive looking. Now, this color is known as the Arctic Blue Metallic. You have smart key access on both doors. It also comes equipped with the beautiful Kalahari leather seats, and then you have the SS logo embroidered onto the seats. Power driver seat with power recline. No power lumbar, pretty surprised about that. All right, now stepping on inside of the Camaro. Beautiful looking interior design. Feels a little snug in here, especially when you compare it to the Dodge Challenger, which feels actually a lot more spacious. But the Camaro has a really nice looking interior design. It's fairly modern and pretty luxurious. I love the Kalahari leather seats. You do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. What you're hearing there is a 6.2 liter V8 engine. Full leather wrapped steering wheel. I love how they put the 50 logo down on the bottom right here. Pretty cool. Coming to your transmission, we have an 8-speed automatic. You also do have manual shiftability. You can also go for a manual transmission if you would like, and you do have paddle shifters. When you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera with guidance lines as well as trajectory. And you also do have an electronic parking brake. And the lights are already on. Let's go ahead and turn on the hazards and check out the exterior of the Camaro. Both windows are fully automatic. Pop up the hood. Check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with blind spot detection, which is actually really needed in this vehicle. This car has massive blind spots. You also do have 20-inch 5-split spoke wheels and Brembo front brakes. And coming up front here, high intensity discharge headlights with LED daytime running lights. Now, powering the Camaro here is your optional powertrain. It's a 6.2 liter V8 engine that comes with the SS models, and it produces a whopping 455 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 455 pound-feet of torque at 4,400 RPM, with EPA estimates being a pretty respectable 17 in the city and 27 on the highway. Now, this is your optional powertrain here, and it could be in a 6-speed manual or an 8-speed automatic. Base powertrain is going to be a much more fuel efficient 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which is the norm nowadays. Everybody's going towards a turbocharged 4-cylinder, but it's actually reasonably powerful and actually pretty efficient too. You can also go for a more traditional 3.6-liter V6 engine. And then there's also a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 that comes on the ZL1 models that produces over 600 horsepower. But with either powertrain, you're getting pretty good fuel economy and a pretty reasonable amount of power for what they are. Now, the 6.2-liter V8 in the Camaro gets from 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds, which actually beats out the Mustang's V8. But overall, this baby right here produces a whole lot of power, and it's very fast. Now, competitors of the Camaro, of course, you have the vehicles in the muscle car class. This includes the likes of the Ford Mustang and the Chevrolet Camaro. If you're not comparing it to muscle cars, you can also compare this vehicle to the Nissan 370Z. Now, our Camaro also comes with the magnetic ride control, which actually allows for the vehicle to have a much smoother ride quality. It's much more pleasant. And then you can also change the different modes, which I will show you guys in just a minute. You have all of your basic power necessities, including power windows, power mirrors, as well as power door locks, memory seat settings for 2 people. Love the door sills. Now, interior quality used to be a problem for the Camaros in the past. However, not with this generation. There's plenty of soft touch materials, especially in the important places like on the door panels here, dashboard, hard touch plastic up here, but this portion right here is soft touch, and then you also do get stitching on the dash, which gives it a more high quality and premium feel inside of here. Build quality is also a lot better than the last generation. Everything feels a lot more sturdy inside of here. And overall, I'm quite impressed with the interior quality of the Camaro. And I think it's actually the best in the muscle car class. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, decent looking steering wheel. And I also do love the 50 logo, like how I mentioned earlier. You also do have steering wheel mounted audio controls located right here, Bluetooth phone controls, and your voice recognition, all that normal basic stuff. And then you also do have a heated steering wheel. And then coming over here, this is where you'll find your buttons to adjust your heads-up display, which shows you information such as your speedometer. And then you also do have a little mini tachometer right there. And you can change the information display. You also do have, it also shows you what audio source is playing and your direction of travel, all that good stuff. And you could change the brightness and the height of it too. Pretty cool. And then you also find your auto dimming rearview mirror with OnStar, as well as SOS Safety Connect, LED map lights, and your sunroof. Glove box compartment, and you have dual zone automatic climate control. And I'm not a huge fan of these controls. It's a little bit quirky to use at times. Like, this is how you operate your temperatures. I mean, it's cool, but it's a little gimmicky. And then you also do have your fan speeds, and then heated seats, 3-stage for the driver and the front passenger, and they're also ventilated. Now, your main infotainment system and head unit, this is the Chevrolet Mylink System. I've seen this head unit many times here before. It's fantastic, it's very responsive. Also features Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capability, and your audio sources do include the norm, AM, FM, XM satellite radio, Bluetooth streaming audio, your auxiliary input, as well as your USB port, iPod integration, and you have your direct tune feature, which is useful. And your phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts stored on here as well. Your projection feature, which is for your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Then your settings, many different settings that you could change on here. And then you have the new teen driver mode feature, and time and date, rear camera, weather, you can check the weather forecast, SMS text messaging, OnStar, traffic, gives you a whole list of the traffic incidents. And then your lighting, you can change the light strip color too, which is pretty cool. Then your shop, which is, you can download apps. But overall, I do like the Mylink system. I think it's very responsive, very intuitive, and one of the best in the business. Coming to your gauges and your instrument cluster, this shows all of your vehicle information. On the left, you do have your tachometer. On the right, you have your analog speedometer. And then you also do have a digital speedometer in the center. It also shows you your coolant temperature, your oil temperature, and then your battery voltage, as well as your fuel gauge. And then you can also change different settings on here. You have your speed limit warning too, and it gives you the speed limit. And then you have a timer, tire pressure monitoring, oil life percentage, fuel range, your trip information, all that good stuff. And then your performance, which shows you your G-force, your oil temperature, oil pressure, transmission fluid temperature, tire temperature, and different audio, shows you what song is playing. Then you have your phone, make telephone calls from here, hang up, and then you also can view your little mini map for your navigation system, which is very convenient. And then your options down here, which are your different settings. You have your units, you could change from US to metric, software information, and then here's where you'll find your speed warning, and then your info pages too. But it's a typical TFT instrument cluster from General Motors, but it looks pretty good. As far as the seats go, the seats are pretty comfortable in the Camaro, and they hold you in place pretty well. Thigh support is excellent too. Can't complain about the seats here, and they feel just right. They don't feel too firm, nor do they feel too soft either. Seeing out of the Camaro really isn't a strong point for this vehicle either. I mean, you could probably see more easily out of a World War II bunker, but visibility is not the greatest. There's not a whole lot of glass area on the front windows, and even seeing out of the windshield is pretty tough at times too, especially for shorter drivers. But my main issue is when it comes to rearward visibility, there's massive blind spots back there. And it really does help that this vehicle does come equipped with blind spot detection. I highly recommend getting blind spot detection on this vehicle. Usually I don't recommend that on too many vehicles, but with the Camaro, I certainly do. Now, as far as the way the Camaro drives, now there's plenty of powertrain options with this vehicle. You can go with a 6-speed manual, an 8-speed automatic, or even a 10-speed automatic in the ZL1 models. Now, the Camaro also offers the turbocharged 4-cylinder, the V6, and the 2 V8 options. And with either powertrain you get, there's plenty of power on tap, and they provide decent fuel economy numbers too. I mean, this V8 engine, I was actually pleasantly surprised on the fuel economy numbers. I mean, 27 miles per gallon on the highway. It is pretty good, to be honest. Now, the Camaro, while muscle cars never have been known to have the best handling out there, it's much better with this generation. Feels a little bit more predictable behind the wheel, a little bit more concise. It also feels a little bit more nimble in its handling, but don't expect it to handle anything like a BMW or a Miata sports car or anything like that. But it provides lots of power with this V8 engine, and 3.9 seconds with that 0 to 60 mile time is pretty good too. And then also you have the different driver selectable modes. You have the sports mode, the track mode, as well as snow and ice, and your tour mode, which is for your everyday driving. And then the magnetic ride control does help out quite a lot with providing a smoother ride quality to make it a much more comfortable driving experience. The 8-speed automatic transmission we also have here does hesitate to shift at times a little bit, but it's probably the best transmission out of the two automatics available between the 10-speed and then the 8-speed here. I think it's better, much better than the 10-speed. But for the driving enthusiasts, you'll probably want to go with the 6-speed manual transmission. But overall, if you're looking for a whole lot of fun, the Camaro certainly offers it. And I think it's the best muscle car to drive out there. All right, let's go and check out the rest of the vehicle. Now, I'm not even gonna really try to fit back here. I'm about 6 feet tall, and I already know that even with the seats pushed forward that I wouldn't be able to sit back here. But these back seats are a little useless, but you also do have your wireless device charging pad back here, which I'm not sure why they put it right here. Should be more in the front, but it's certainly only recommended for small children. Don't expect full-size adults to fit back here. If you're looking for more rear seat room, I suggest checking out the Dodge Challenger. Utility is not really a strong point for any muscle car, but it's okay in the Camaro here. It's a little bit worse when you get the convertible version. So the 2017 Chevrolet Camaro is not only a great choice for a muscle car, but also a sports car. With its wide array of powertrains available that are pretty fuel efficient yet very powerful, its high quality interior that feels luxurious, and it's plenty of features too. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.